If there's one thing that the Oscars can really provide us, it's with nonstop entertainment after the fact. I don't know if anybody that actually likes the Oscars, but I sure as hell love me some shill articles that come out after the Oscars release because it's really good stuff. Like, obviously, you guys are aware, CBR.com, Kotaku.com, and all these show media websites, Screen Rant, all this stuff. They love to shill for diversity, equity, and inclusion, feminism, all these typical talking points. They love to show for it. And now, since the Oscars has come and gone, we have plenty of articles to go through, one of which is this one. So apparently, Black Panther fans condemned the Academy for Angela Bassett's Oscar snub. They're apparently upset that Angela Bassett lost to Jamie Lee Curtis. And it's funny to me because when you read the reasons why they are trying to say that Angela Bassett deserved to beat Jamie Lee Curtis, it almost always has to do with either she's a woman or she's black. It's always one of the two. Now, do not get me wrong. Angela Bassett is an amazing actress. I've said this on streams multiple times. She is fantastic. One of my favorite movies that she is in is obviously one of her most famous roles, I would imagine, which is her as Tina Turner. I think she did fucking fantastic in that movie. But unfortunately, even though I do think she does play her role very well in Wakanda or Wakanda Forever, it still doesn't mean that she automatically should win just because she's a woman or because she's black. Now, the funny thing is, obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis is a woman herself as well, so it leads me to believe that the only reason people are mad is because she's black, because that's all people are really saying on Twitter. I think I maybe saw one or two tweets about their performances and comparing them, but other than that, it's always, oh, I can't believe this beautiful black queen was turned away for more white supremacy in the Oscars that have to do with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's crazy, which goes to show that the Oscars, even though the Oscars is pandering heavily, no amount of pandering is ever going to help. It's never going to be good enough. Like, for these people, you cannot pander enough. It always is not going to be enough. But let's get into the article. It says, Black Panther Wakanda Forever blasts the 95th Academy Awards for snubbing Angela Bassett for the Best Supporting Actress role. This one's coming to us from Jodie Brown, which, okay, I cannot be shocked at this point that Jodie Brown, this person, is talking about a beautiful black queen being passed up at the Oscars and basically calling it racist. But let's get into it. So it says, Black Panther Wakanda Forever fans are letting their feelings known after Angela Bassett missed out on what would have been a historic Oscar win for her and the Marvel Cinematic Universe at the 95th Academy Award. Wakanda Forever enthusiasts took to Twitter to voice their displeasure after Bassett, who played Queen Ramonda in the Black Panther sequel, lost out on the Best Supporting Actress award to Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jamie Lee Curtis, for her roles as Deirdre, I can't say that last name. Though Curtis' first Academy Award win was largely met with goodwill, many fans made it known in no uncertain terms that it should have been Bassett celebrating her maiden Oscar triumph on that night. Now, again, I see every once in a while I see a couple of tweets that have to talk about the performance, right? But of course, they're trying to make it seem as if this is a white versus black thing. If you look at this tweet right here, which I guarantee you is probably coming from a white person, this tweet says, of course the Oscars reward white mediocrity. White mediocrity, mind you. Because in what world did Jamie Lee Curtis give a better performance in comparison to Stephanie Hughes or Angela Bassett? Now, that whole white mediocrity thing, that leads me to believe it probably wasn't a white person who wrote that. It probably was a black person. But still, it's hilarious to me that they're trying to say that that's white mediocrity when white people are very prevalent in a lot of media creation. It's always been that way. Like, in comic books was known to be very white as well. But apparently it's considered white mediocrity when a white person wins now. It's interesting to me. So let's continue. It says, Bassett not only received backing from social media, but from fellow Wakanda Forever actor Michael B. Jordan and his Creed 3 co-star Jonathan Majors. Jordan and Majors came on stage to present the award for Best Cinematography, with Jordan hailing Bassett by saying, "Hey, auntie," before Majors chimed in with, "We love you." Bassett's Wakanda Forever nomination was her second Best Supporting Actress nod and the first major Oscar nomination for an MCU actor. She previously received the Best Supporting Actress nomination for playing Tina Turner in the 1993 biographical film What's Love Got to Do with It. Fantastic movie, man. Fantastic fucking movie. She was honestly incredible in that movie. It says, despite the Academy's perceived snub of Bassett, Wakanda Forever did manage to walk away with an Oscar for Best Costume Design. Ruth Carter for its efforts following the original Black Panther film's 3 Oscar wins at the 91st Academy Awards. Curtis, meanwhile, won one of the 7 awards for Everything Everywhere All at Once, including Best Actress Michelle Yeoh, Best Director Daniel Kwan, Daniel Schneider, and Best Picture. Now, again, my biggest problem with this is I have no issues with people wanting to like discuss, who should have won this, who should have won that. I mean, we talk about this all the time in nerd culture. Who could win this battle? Who could win that battle? We do that all the time, so that's fine. You want to talk about that? It's cool. But the moment you start bringing in race into this, well, you start saying, "Oh, white mediocrity." Like, what are you doing? Why would you even bring that up? That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why you are trying to bring race into a conversation where race has no prevalence. All that has to do with the actual performance. So you mean to tell me not a single black person has ever won an Oscar? Because if that's the case, then I would need to have a discussion, obviously. But I highly doubt that's the case. Plenty of black people have won Oscars before. So you trying to bring this into a white versus black thing almost makes me seem, that you're a little bit sour at the fact that Angela Bassett did not win. Now, again, let's make it very clear. She's a fantastic actress. And if she won, nobody would have anything to say because she deserves it. But that doesn't mean that Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't deserve it either. She's also a well-known, very good actress. So there's no reason why it's shocking that she won an Oscar. There's no reason why to think that other than you seem very, very jealous. Not Angela Bassett. I'm talking about the people talking about her. You seem very, very jealous. You seem very within your feelings to think that it has to do with white versus black. And that's such an easy cop-out. It really is. It's such an easy cop-out because you don't want to have an actual discussion. So you want to make it about the most simplistic thing possible, which is race. It says Bassett's role as Queen Ramonda in Wakanda Forever is highly acclaimed, with the revered actor winning Best Supporting Actress at the 80th Golden Globes. This past January, also a first for an MCU star. Queen Ramonda stood out in Wakanda Forever as she rallied her family, as well as possible following the death of her son, T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, following a mysterious illness. She also fell out with Okoye, banishing her from the Dora Milaje before being killed during a confrontation with Talokan leader Namor. This led her daughter Shuri to take up the Black Panther mantle from her late brother. Wakanda Forever was widely seen as a worthy successor to 2018. Yeah, was it really though? Was it really though? At the end of the day, it made about, 400 million less than the previous one, in a market that's highly inflated right now and there's no signs of slowing down. So was it really? Was it really though? Because after you take all the money, let's see. So you got to factor in that movie theaters take about 50% on average, right? For every dollar that's bought within a movie theater for ticket sales. So if you got to take that 859 million number and divide it by 2, obviously you start realizing what real kind of money they brought in. And it is definitely nowhere near what the original movie brought in. But that's besides the point. The point is, I don't like the fact that they're trying to make this about race when it's honestly just an easy cop-out to excuse the fact that your actress that you were hoping to win didn't win, and you're trying to bring this up online as if this is some major thing when it's no conspiracy at the end of the day. Especially the Oscars, one of the wokest shows in the world, there is no conspiracy here. If Angela Bassett was supposed to win, she would have won. Unfortunately for her, as great of an actress as she is, she did not win this year, but hopefully she wins in the next one. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.